And as Saul said, spoke too soon. In today's episode, we're gonna be making car decals using our Silhouette Cameo Pro, which barely costs $350. And with this machine, you can make car magnets, yard signs. You can also make car decal projects medium size like this one. Watch the full episode if you haven't yet, and you can even make vinyl stripes for car, which we sell a lot online. And for the price, I think it's a really good machine and to get you started on your decal business. However, there are some challenges that you must know and that we're going to talk about today on this episode. So make sure you stick around and watch until the end, and of course subscribe and like this video. So let's begin. So the first thing we're gonna do is take the measurements from the back windshield. We use the height by the length, so that way we can take that and use that as reference in our software before we start cutting the design. In this video, we're gonna use the Cameo 4 Pro, and remember that if you are a premium member, you can use the design frame to make your designs. And not only can you use it with the Cameo 4 Pro, but you can use it with any Cameo cutter. And this is the 24-inch vinyl cutter, and we already have the design here on the computer. All we have to do, just open our Silhouette Studio, and we have the basic edition, which is totally free. Let's go to File, and this is how we're gonna bring the design that we already created with the design frame. And let's go to Merge, and then here select the design, open it. Here it is. Now the next thing that we have to do, we have to make it according to the measurements. And what I'm gonna go here, tall, the height actually is gonna be about 13 is the maximum, but let's see how long it is. We can probably make it a little bit smaller, that way we're not too exposed. I'm gonna go ahead and do about 1275, something like that. And if you can see, I have the lock thingy. The design is, the measurements are locked. Now the next thing that I have to do, I have to click on the design and then go to trace it, which it kind of looks like the like a toast, and it says open the trace panel and then select the area. And that's the next thing that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna select it. Let me move it over here, make sure that I got everything. No, you know what, I'm actually gonna have to go back. I didn't think about this thing getting in the way. Okay, and let's zoom in a little bit and see like all the details. I need to fix a few of them. I need to increase this option threshold. I need to do a little bit until we can see the little details will disappear. I think it looks good about there. Next thing, I'm gonna go to trace, and then I'm gonna zoom out and just move the original design, or I can actually get rid of it. And now we have the image that we're gonna use, and let's double check the measurements again. Now I'm gonna go here to the tool just to make sure that we have the settings right. We have Cameo 4 Pro, auto, feed type, and then cutting. We got rid of the cutting mat, and then the custom size. We're gonna use the 15-inch roll, so let's enter it here. We're gonna do 15, and then the height we have it at 196 inches. That should be plenty. Should be enough. Now the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to rotate this. I've already rotated the image, and the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to add the width boxes. Let's go to the this tool here, draw a rectangle, and then I'm just going to add a huge rectangle. I know we're going to waste a little bit of material, but we just want to make sure that we have enough vinyl to cut the all the letters and stuff. And the next thing that I need to do, I need to go to line tools and just add some lines inside the design. That's all I gotta do. Just add them accordingly, like however you want to divide it. I'm gonna do from here to there. And what I noticed is that you have to add them after you have already repositioned the design, because if you don't, if you grab the whole design and try to rotate it, the only thing that's going to rotate is the design, but not the width boxes. Now it looks like we are ready to send it. And then the settings, the blade depth, right now we have it at 4. The force, we're going to have it at 13, and the speed at it's going to be at 14. And the next thing that I need to do, I need to align the vinyl. I'm going to go ahead and align the vinyl, and this is one of the questions or the things that people complain mostly about, the vinyl shifting. And what we noticed, or what Luis discovered, is that if you see the little plastic thingy, the pinch rollers, we're going to make sure to place them on top of the little arrows, and then this will hold the end of the vinyl. Well, I'm about to show you how we do it. I'm going to bring this to about there, and then I'm gonna try to get an idea. I need to place this. And do you see the little square? I'm gonna make sure to leave that like right on top of the edge of the vinyl. I'm gonna bring this thing down, I'm gonna lock it, and hopefully you guys can see it there. Now I'm gonna send some of the vinyl to the back, and just to get an idea, pre-feed the vinyl, and it's not shifting, it's not moving at all. You can come over here, like look, we've already sent a good amount to the back, and the vinyl is not moving at all. Now I'm gonna bring it back to the front of the vinyl cutter, and looks like we are ready to go. What I decided to do, I'm gonna increase the cut force a little bit. We could do a test, but I'm just gonna go and do it like that. Now let's go ahead and send it. And I'm gonna stand next to the vinyl cutter, because this vinyl cutter, you never know.
Yeah, it's not like the graph that you can go take a nap, let the machine to do it by itself. This one you have to babysit it, pretty much.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a huge difference in price. Like you could easily start a business with this vinyl cutter, like with less than $400. I didn't like the sound of that.
Well, we're gonna find out soon. All right, so we're not gonna sugarcoat everything. We're gonna show you the truth. This is what we mean when we say you get what you pay for. And Saul decided to stop the project, and we're gonna try again because I think it was too much cut force.
Yeah,
right?
we need to decrease it a little bit.
Well, Saul is trying the second one. Let me show you. Cut through the paper. We had to stop the project, and we're gonna try again. So
what I decided, I said I was gonna stand next to it, but I forgot that I'm supposed to unroll some of the vinyl, because I noticed that when it pulls it and there's not enough pressure, that's what starts making all the noise, and it goes horribly wrong. But I decided to decrease the cut force at 12 right now, so I'm gonna send it and see what happens. So basically all I'm doing, I'm helping the machine pulling the vinyl so it doesn't have to do too much pressure on it.
So remember guys, do not worry about the waste. This is part of the process. Don't let that stop you from starting a decal business. We all go through that. So fortunately, the decal or vinyl for cars is cheaper than HTV. I would be more mad if it was HTV because it's more expensive. But
so you guys can see that it is not all roses and rainbows. It's not perfect. This is what I mean by helping the vinyl cutter. Look what I'm doing. I'm helping it move the vinyl. It's all you gotta do. As long as it stays aligned, that's the only concern, or the only thing that you have to worry about.
And Saul said
Then after the second try, all right, so now it's time to start weeding out. But I mean, of course, we still gotta cut it from here, from the roll. But all I'm doing, I'm just sending it to the back, and you are gonna see that it's cutting a little bit through the paper. Not a big deal. I'm gonna lock it, and let's move all the stuff out of the way and cut a little bit. Not too bad. All right, guys. So as you can see, it didn't really finish cutting the weed box. That's why it looks kind of weird from here. It didn't finish it all the way. I don't really know what happened. This vinyl cutter is very unpredictable, and that is not a good thing. I'm gonna start weeding out the numbers. Remember that we added the weed box.
But one of the things I want to mention is that for the price, I think it's still pretty good. We have done other projects with this machine, the very same, the Cameo Pro. But like Saul mentioned, sometimes it's like the machine doesn't feel like working, so it's very unpredictable. All right, now you can see the one that worked, which was the second one, and this is the first one that got ruined because of too much cut force. Now we're gonna apply the transfer, and we use this transfer paper because it's the best one for glass, and we gotta do application on glass this time.
And this is how we apply our own transfer. But if you need help and you're just starting on this business, you can use the application rollers, the very same one that we use to align the vinyl into our cutter, and it can help you apply your own transfer. All the links will be on the description of this video.
All right, now that we have the decal ready, Saul is gonna start cleaning the surface.
We're gonna use rapid tag. Center the decal, we measured it to the sides and everything. The way we're going to apply this, first of all, the surface is a little bit curved. You cannot see it, but if you see it from that angle, you can definitely see it's not completely flat. The way we're going to do it, we're going to divide it probably in 4 or I don't know how many different sections to make it easier. What I decided to do, I decided to add the tape on the whole design so it doesn't move around, because with this type of surface, really unpredictable, really hard to tell what's going to happen. And
I'm gonna cut it from here probably. I'm gonna try to stay out of the way, guys. I'm gonna do my best not to interfere with the camera. If you guys can get help, it's always recommended to do it. Get someone to help you. I'll let Luis decide where to cut it from in case something goes wrong.
Can blame me.
Blame it on him.
This was a very easy project, but the challenge was not only the machine but also the weather, especially when it's really cold or it's really hot. So you must also be prepared to face those challenges. The weather can change the whole game. So this is it for this episode. Now you know what you can make with this amazing machine that barely costs $350. Thank you guys for sticking around. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. We will see you again on the next episode.